I didn't realize the possibilities within DeFi
Love it.
Until I've joined this community. Obviously, the yields. I mean, I've seen you can safely make sort of 30% a year of like very
Blows my
safely.
mind.
Like wow, it's unbelievable.
I'm so
It's
happy
just
that you
open.
get that, because a lot of people
Yeah.
who are kind of in the degen side of things, they see 40% on stablecoin and they're like, that's not even worth. I know venture capitalists who would be, I know investors who'd be happy to make 20% a year, and they're
Oh
taking
yeah.
on decent sized risk to do so. And we're over here like doing 3 times that on fairly stable assets, which is kind of cool. So I'm happy you
Yeah.
see that and you get excited by it.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I mean, when you start weighing up the compound interest factors and
Yeah.
and you start looking a few years down the line. I mean, even with, and that's the low risk stuff. With
Yep.
obviously the higher risk stuff, which I'm seeing, it's unbelievable. I'm just going through it, and with the community bringing things in, and there's all these different opportunities, and obviously depending on your risk, I'm just really seeing now. I'm finally starting to see a way where I can actually scale, and and I can start building something sustainable rather than just
Good.
dollar cost averaging into things and hoping and waiting, and
Good.
it's given me another aspect of my investing strategy, which is really what I've been looking for.
Good.
And in the past sort of 3 weeks, I hit like a wall, maybe like probably 4 to 6 months ago, and I just felt like I hit this wall, and it's like, is this all I can sort of learn? And and this is obviously I came across one of your videos on YouTube, and it's since I've joined, I've just been on it like every day.
So
I've had
good.
a lot of time. Yeah, and it's just seeing these opportunities I did not know existed. It's pretty amazing. The mistakes I used to make a lot was chasing green candles.
Got it.
That was the big one.
That's
and then I
fun.
always got burned every time.
Yep.
And it never ever worked out well for me.
Yep.
And that was one thing. And rushing into a project sometimes when you see a bit of hype, and I've rushed in
Good.
and I've just lost money, and I've tried to sell them, and
Good.
that's another thing. That they're the two main things. And patience. Yeah, whenever I get that feeling of like agitated, like I need to do something, that's normally the time for me to stop doing exactly what I'm doing and
Good.
just relax and sit back.
What is it, like idle hands make for the devil's playground or whatever that term is? That's why I have motorcycles and things to do. When I start getting idle, I'm like, I'm gonna go work on the motorcycle before I make a dumb decision.
Yeah, the value. There's a few aspects of the value. There's obviously you guys are highly active in there, which is a lot more than I'd anticipated, and always willing to sort of help if you've got questions or queries. And then the community itself is always bringing opportunities, and there's so many opportunities every day, and you get to decide which ones you want to take. Obviously, and it's just everybody's there to help each other, and everyone's on the same trajectory of what they want to achieve. And it's like me alone, very limited what I can see and the opportunities that I can see, and being a part of this community of like-minded people. Obviously, everyone puts their heads together, and it's very powerful. I would say just to not put too much pressure on yourself to try and learn everything at once, and just as long as you're progressing every day and you're learning something,
nice,
and you just keep maintaining that forward momentum, and try not to overwhelm yourself. That's what I've done a few times, like overwhelm yourself with information, and it actually scares you off because you think, I don't know, you think there's too much to take in, and that would be probably